Hey there loves, Dani here and welcome to Walkthrough Wednesday. Today we are going to be doing the Linestrider's journey, and don't forget to stay tuned after the walkthrough for our midweek reading. I'll see you on the other side. Alright you guys, here is the Linestrider's journey. Tarot, this is by Ciolo Thompson. I hope I said that right. She created this deck. It is absolutely beautiful. It's got a chunk of a guidebook. Really great descriptions, black and white pictures of the cards. I love her correspondences that she put in here. It's astrological, numerological, and then plants. So I thought that was really neat. I threw away the box. I've had this for a really long time and it was kind of getting ruined. So I just keep it in a bag. So no box to show you, but it was in a really big, kind of basic Llewellyn box. So let's get into the cards now. These are probably some of my favorite cards. I've had them for a really long time, quite a few years. And I love the cleanliness of this deck. I just feel like it's crisp. There's no messy backgrounds. They do have the watercolor splashes, which I love. You guys know that I love watercolors. One thing that I really dig that she does here is she plays with nature and humanity. So there are so many cards that are animal heavy, like they're just animals all through, and then they have these humans stuck in there, and then it'll become kind of human heavy. It's like such a play. There's such a great balance, in my opinion, to this deck that it kind of adds a different element. I really do enjoy how she did that. There is also a vibe that, I don't know, is inescapable for me, and that's this like dark undertone to it. And it doesn't seem like it at first glance. There are beautiful colors, all these pretty, watercolor splashes and, beautiful pictures, but there are some that are woven in that just kind of get dark. They get a bit shady, and they get a bit, I don't know, I get this vibe of like, there's this beautiful city, but there's this like seedy underbelly. That's kind of how I feel with this deck, and I love that because there's such a big play on shadow and light and how it kind of all jumbles up together, again with the nature and humanity, and they all just kind of jumble up together. So I love the voice and the character of this deck. It's really a good balance. I love to read for myself with this. I love to read for others. I find the messages to be really clear. Now, if there is a card or two, because I know when I first started reading with this deck, I found like, where is she going with this? And like I said, her guidebook is great, and she really does a good job of explaining kind of where she's going in the card. So on to the card stock. You can hear that this really shuffles well. Some good thickness, kind of basic, works well. Rifle or overhand, same size, kind of like a tarot size basically. The problem I have with this is that the backside, and only the backside, has started to peel. Now, granted, I've had these for about 3 years, okay? So, yes, there's been a lot of wear on them. However, nothing on the front, just a little on the sides and on the bottoms, but only on the backside. So it's like, I don't know if this was a cardstock choice, if there was something that was kind of put onto the backs that made it this way. I don't know. It's just a strange way for it to be damaged. I don't know. Anyway, let's move on to my favorites. So for this deck, my favorites, the majors, is the Hierophant, because I love the color first and foremost. I love this color. And there's something about that like drip up, that bear in the background with like almost no eyes. He's like just this big figure, and the keys just really stand out. So I just love the visual impact of the Hierophant. As for my court card, this is probably one of my favorite Queen of Cups. She looks majestic. She looks, I don't know, like, I don't want to say like a mermaid, but like a sea queen. Like, I don't know. I love her vibes. I love the starfish around her head and her holding this cup with this fish in it. A beautiful one. On to my minor arcana. This is the Seven of Cups. I chose it because, again, there's that like darkness to it. This feels like almost a murder scene to me, with like that like backwards flow of blood. I don't know, maybe it sounds gruesome, but like that's the first thing I thought. And just the idea of all these shards of glass, meaning like some opportunities are just not good no matter which way you go. There's a detriment to your health and your well-being, and it was just like the underside of it, and something about, I don't know, just the whole feel of this card and how dark it seemed to me. It's just one of my favorites because I feel like I've never had a deck that expressed it in this way. So that is my favorites for the Linestrider's Journey deck, you guys. Okay, you guys, let's get to it. How about we do, what do we need to start April off strong? Well, first, you don't flip the cards and strew them all over the ground. How do we start off April on the right foot? Eight of Wands. Everything I have been getting about April, it doesn't matter if I'm reading for myself, if I'm reading for the collective, if I'm reading for someone else, April just wants to move. It wants to go forward. It wants us to have that stable base that we've been creating and then just spring from there. So 110% we can start off April strong by just diving in. That's what we have to do. And I don't know about y'all, but my March was like a stick in the mud, and I am over it. I'm over it. I'll talk about that more in my March video. I'll get into it, but like, bye. I'm done. So I love this. I love that it just keeps reiterating itself. April is just about movement. Get these things done. You have what you need. Start, continue, move on to something different, but just keep moving, keep going. I feel like there's a lot of energy up and out, and like I see all these like rose petals, and it's just like opportunity flying at you. You have the choice. So pick one and go with it. I love this. I love this. So guys, let's get moving. I'm here with you. I'm ready to get stuff done in April. I will see you guys very soon. If you're looking for me, I have links below. You can book a reading, find my Instagram, check out my Patreon. Everything is below. I am sending you all the love. Mwah! Thank you for being here. Drop some comments below. Let me know what you think about this Linestrider's journey. I know she's got some new stuff coming out. Let me know what you're thinking. So much love. Bye, y'all.